Ever wondered how chameleons perform their magical color-changing act? It's almost as if they possess some sort of mystical power, isn't it? But this power is not rooted in magic, but rather in science. A unique and fascinating science that sets chameleons apart from the rest of the animal kingdom. Chameleons, these small quirky reptiles, have long captivated our imaginations with their extraordinary ability to change color. It's a spectacle that has left many of us in awe. Almost like a living, breathing work of art, they can morph their colors in a matter of seconds, creating a dazzling display of hues that can range from the brightest of reds to the deepest of blues. But how do they do it, you may ask? It's not merely a trick of the light or some sort of optical illusion. No, the secret lies within the very skin of these remarkable creatures. It's a complex process that involves layers of specialized cells and pigments that react to certain signals, resulting in a shift of color. And it's not just about putting on a show. This color-changing ability serves a variety of functions in a chameleon's life. It's a mode of communication, a form of camouflage, and a response to environmental changes. It's a survival tool, a language, and an emotional barometer, all wrapped up in one. So, while it might seem like magic, the chameleon's color-changing act is actually a testament to the wonders of evolution and the complexities of nature. It's a perfect example of how animals have adapted over millions of years to survive and thrive in their environments. But, as with all things in life, there is more to this story than meets the eye. There's a whole world of science and biology behind this color-changing marvel. A world that we are just beginning to understand. Stay tuned to unravel the mystery behind this fascinating color-changing act of chameleons. There's so much more to learn, and we're excited to delve deeper into this captivating topic with you. So, are you ready to explore the magic of chameleons? The chameleon's color-changing ability isn't sorcery, but pure science. So, let's dive into the fascinating world of these living, breathing mood rings. Chameleons are famous for their dramatic color changes, which are made possible by layers of special cells with pigments in their skin. These cells are called chromatophores, and they are the real heroes behind the chameleon's color-changing magic. Picture this. Chromatophores are like tiny balloons filled with different colored inks, stacked one on top of another in the chameleon's skin. The top layer, filled with red or yellow pigment, next layer holds blue or white, and the deepest layer is filled with brown or black pigment. Each of these layers can be controlled independently, which allows for a wide range of colors and patterns. When a chameleon decides it's time for a wardrobe change, it sends a signal from its nervous system to its chromatophores, causing some to expand and others to contract. Now imagine expanding a red balloon and contracting a blue one. The red color becomes more prominent, right? That's exactly what happens in a chameleon's skin. But why do chameleons change color? It's not just for show. The chameleon's color change is influenced by its mood, temperature, and environment. Feeling chilly? The chameleon might darken its skin to absorb more heat. Feeling threatened? It might switch to a startling pattern to scare off predators. Interestingly, the color change isn't an instant process. It's more like a slow dance, a graceful transition from one hue to another. It can take anywhere from a few seconds to a couple of minutes, depending on the species and the intensity of the color change. So there you have it. The secret behind the chameleon's colorful magic is a mix of biology, physics, and a dash of environmental sensitivity. It's a beautiful reminder of how intricate and interconnected the natural world truly is. Just like a mood ring, a chameleon's skin reflects its internal state and external environment. A chameleon's color changing is more than just a stunning visual display. It's a sophisticated communication tool, a means of survival, and a thermometer, all wrapped in one. Let's talk about communication first. Chameleons are solitary creatures by nature, but when they do interact with each other, they rely heavily on color. Dominant males display bright and intense colors to assert their territory and status, while submissive ones show muted tones. During mating season, females use color to signal their receptiveness, so, in a way, a chameleon's skin is its billboard, announcing its feelings and intentions to the world. Next, we have temperature regulation. You might be wondering, how does color relate to temperature? Well, chameleons, like many reptiles, are ectothermic creatures. This means they depend on their environment to regulate their body temperature. By changing their color, they can control how much heat they absorb or reflect from the sun. Darker colors absorb more heat while lighter colors reflect it. So on a chilly morning, a chameleon might turn a dark shade to warm up quickly. Lastly, we cannot forget the most popular function of color changing: camouflage. Contrary to popular belief, chameleons don't change their color to match their surroundings exactly. Instead, they choose colors that break up their outline and blend with the general color scheme of their environment. This makes it difficult for predators to spot them, giving them a crucial edge in the survival game. So, you see, a chameleon's color-changing ability is not just for show, it's a complex tool that helps them navigate their social interactions, regulate their body temperature, and hide from predators. It's a testament to their adaptability, allowing them to thrive in diverse environments and situations. The chameleon's color changing is a survival strategy, proving once again that nature is the best inventor. Even though chameleons are the masters of color changing, they do have their limits. As mesmerizing as their transformative abilities are, chameleons are not immune to the rules of biology and physics. This means, despite their impressive color-changing prowess, there are certain boundaries they simply cannot cross. Let's start with patterns. If you've ever seen a chameleon in action, you'll know they can shift between a wide variety of hues and shades. However, when it comes to mimicking complex patterns, they fall short. This is due to the fact that their color-changing abilities are controlled by special cells called chromatophores, which can only produce certain types of patterns and are not capable of reproducing intricate designs. Now let's talk about color range. Chameleons have an impressive spectrum of colors at their disposal, but it's not infinite. Their color palette is dictated by the pigments present in their skin. This means they can't produce colors that their bodies don't naturally contain. So if you were hoping to see a chameleon turn neon pink or bright turquoise, you might be in for a disappointment. Finally, there's the energy aspect to consider. Color changing is not a passive process for these creatures, it requires energy. And just like any other living organism, chameleons have a finite amount of energy to use. This means they can't keep switching colors indefinitely. If a chameleon is stressed, ill, or hasn't eaten enough, it might not be able to change colors at all. So while the color-changing abilities of chameleons are undeniably fascinating, it's important to remember that they are not without their constraints. Their ability to blend into their surroundings, communicate their emotions, and regulate their body temperature through color change is a remarkable adaptation. Yet, it's an adaptation governed by the laws of biology and physics, just like any other. Even nature's most impressive tricks have their limitations. Chameleons, the masters of disguise, truly hold a fascinating secret. These small but extraordinary creatures carry within them an intricate system, a natural phenomenon that allows them to perform a magic trick right before our eyes. The ability to change color. This isn't just an illusion or a simple trick of the eye, it's a complex biological process that's deeply rooted in the chameleon's very DNA. These creatures hold a layer of special cells just beneath their skin, called chromatophores. These cells contain pigments, and when a chameleon experiences different emotions or needs to adapt to its environment, the cells expand or contract, changing the creature's color. But why do chameleons change color? It's not just for camouflage, as many might think. Color changing serves multiple purposes. It's a form of communication, a way for these creatures to express their emotions and intentions to others of their kind. It's also a measure of their health status and a means to regulate their body temperature. The color of a chameleon can tell you if it's angry, scared, or ready to mate. It can tell you if it's sick, or if it's too hot or too cold. However, this magic does have its limitations. Chameleons can't just turn into any color they want. They are restricted by the range of pigments in their skin cells. And while they can adjust their colors to a certain extent, they can't perfectly match complex patterns or rapidly changing environments. So the next time you see a chameleon, remember, you're witnessing one of nature's most complex and intriguing phenomena. The magic of these creatures is a testament to the wonders of evolution and the intricate systems that life on Earth has developed over millions of years. It's a reminder that there's always more to discover, more to learn, and more magic to uncover in the natural world.